We got married 2 days ago in Vegas.
Then we hopped on a plane to Orlando.
And now we're heading to an epic honeymoon.
Universal's Epic Universe is the latest park to open in Orlando, Florida by Universal Studios. The park consists of 5 themed areas: Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, How to Train Your Dragon's Isle of Berk, and Celestial Park, which connects all these worlds together via portals.
It's quite exciting actually.
It's not even 6 a.m. now. This is Epic Universe opening day. We're staying in the Surfside Hotel, which is a Universal hotel. They do have buses coming starting at 6, but we wanted to take an Uber so we could arrive here even earlier. It's so exciting. Driving in is so exciting. Seeing parts of the rides of a whole new park, a Universal park, it's so exciting.
They didn't open the car park yet, so the cars are all queued up outside. We've got ahead of quite a lot of people so far.
I think there's something really special about arriving in the park when it's still dark. So there's a queue in front of the main entrance.
Not massive.
There's not many people at all. That's really good.
They're letting us in. We're in. It's 6:35 a.m.
They're giving us free water in the entrance, which is cool. We're going to the waiting area. We're choosing to start with the Harry Potter ride.
We'd like to welcome you to Universal Epic Universe. Thank you for being with us on this historic day as we officially open Epic Universe to the world.
Are you excited?
Yes.
Oh, I can't believe this. I'm blown away. Three and a half hours in now. So they've kicked us out the queue after 3.5, almost 4 hours. They've evacuated us out of the queue. We got a fast pass to return if they can reopen it, and a single fast pass for another attraction for the wasted time. But it's fine, these are teething troubles. Hopefully they can get it to work and be better in the future. We're gonna come up with a new plan. So let's see where we end up. We're gonna do Stardust Racers, it's on 15 minutes.
Stardust Racers are the standout roller coasters at Epic Universe, located in Celestial Park. You can choose either the green side or the yellow side. These racing coasters features 2 launches, one inversion known as the Celestial Spin, and lots of airtime.
Right, so we finally rode something here. We did both sides of Stardust Racer. It was a walk on both sides. They have a front row queue. If you want to queue for the front, they were letting us queue for whatever row we wanted.
It was running empty most of the time. There was no one on it.
It's a very good ride. Both sides are very good. They are very similar, but I do prefer the yellow side. The yellow side has the Celestial row that I thought was a very good element.
I felt the yellow one was better as well. I felt it had a lot of head choppers. Like you get your arms in the air and you're moving it down from the track, and I did not expect that on the ride. So that was like a big surprise moment to me on that. And the launch. At the end of the first launch, it kicks in right at the end and gives you a final punch. It's quite a good launch. I liked it. I think it was brilliant. It made me laugh and it made me smile. That's what you look for on a roller coaster. And so for a ride that just made me smile throughout, I think it's a good fun ride. I think it's a great coaster for this park.
It's a very long ride. It has some great airtime moments. I really like them. We're gonna get to Dark Universe now. The portal here is really cool. I think even better than the one in Harry Potter.
Yeah,
so,
it's looking cool in here.
Yeah,
I can't wait for this.
I'm looking forward to this area.
This is one of the whole areas I'm looking most forward to all day.
Dark Universe is themed to classic monsters of the Universal Studios. The standout attraction is Monsters Unchained, a dark ride located inside Frankenstein's castle. Supporting the area is a family spinning coaster by Mack Rides called Curse of the Werewolf.
I was concerned how the coaster was going to look with all the netting, but it looks fine. It looks like it's controlling a werewolf inside. That was a fun little coaster. It's a filler coaster. Coaster Werewolf is a max spinning coaster, but it's a family model, and they've given this a couple launches. They gave it a swing launch in the middle, goes to a shed and you see a werewolf briefly. It feels like the horror theme is too much for a family coaster. Would have suited a more family friendly theme, I guess. But I think the ride system was quite a good step up from max normal spinning coasters.
It's not that I see a problem of doing a family coaster with that theme, but I think with that theme you would expect something more exciting. So it could be something more. I didn't really like it, even for a family coaster. I think that was weak for a Universal park.
I was thinking of Fly with the Hippogriff. I was thinking at least it's better than that.
Oh yeah, it's better than that. But you're not competing with much. We're outside here, the dark ride. It looks amazing. That's so cool. This castle is very impressive. The queue is so impressive. Oh, we go up the stairs. That's really cool. It's really good. It's a great ride to have it here. It's the same system as the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So it's really, really, really good to see that they got the same ride system, but with a different ride. Every Universal park now has a clone of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. So it's really cool to see another version of that type of ride, because it is a very good ride. It's quite long, has so many scenes, and I think they did well with the mixture between screens and props. I think it's really well done. It has a cool story. The queue is incredible. The outside is incredible. So as a whole experience, I think it's really good. For some reason, I didn't have that wow effect that I had like in Harry Potter when I did the first time. I don't know if it's because I'm used to Harry Potter now. I think I was more amazed by the experience in general. Like the queue, the station is really cool. It's really good and it's really worth it.
I think the animatronics were amazing. They looked absolutely stunning. It was really well done how close the cars were together, but it felt like every animatronic was aiming directly at you. And so they managed to master the throughput on it. I think they've done a really good job of that. What I disliked, I didn't feel like it had a grand finale. It didn't feel like this epic, like bang, and that was it. That is the end of the ride, and now off you get. It just felt like another scene, another scene, another scene, then you get off the ride. The scenes are very good, and it is a very cool theme.
Like we said, everything is a welcome. By the time we were leaving the ride, they just opened the door and they were offering us to just re-ride. So just go back in the station and ride it again. We didn't, because we wanted to try to get everything else in the park. We're just gonna go to the Nintendo area now.
Super Nintendo World features two areas, Super Mario Land and Donkey Kong Country. This is the third version of Super Mario Land after Japan and California, and also features the signature ride Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. This is a tracked ride made to look like a go-kart from the famous video game. However, it features interactive buttons and augmented reality glasses. Donkey Kong Country features a very unique roller coaster developed by Universal Studios, which makes the coaster look like it's jumping over tracks, just like a video game, by having the actual track hidden below.
things that I was not really happy about having this area here is because everything else on this park is unique for this park. This is a copy of other rides from other Universals. So that's the only area that doesn't have anything unique. But I think they managed to do the area different. The only one we've been is the one in California, Universal Hollywood. It looks very different than that. I like how it's all leveled with loads of stairs. When you enter the area, it's quite cool.
One of the most popular rides of this park that's not even included on the Fast Pass is Donkey Kong Minecart Madness that's currently on 10 minutes. That's crazy. We're taking advantage of that.
We've been tracking the queue times for this park. How long was the queue for this?
It's like an hour and a half normally.
Yeah, we've seen this over 2 hours and it's insane that it's 10 minutes. It's very cool for us because although we did the Nintendo area in California, we haven't done this. So this has opened on the Universal in Japan. We're doing that later on this year, but this is gonna be new for us, so I'm quite excited to try it. This ride is famous because there is a part that the car go over the track with no track. It's a cool effect, but you can see how it's done, so it doesn't really look like how it was supposed to. But it's still cool. The area looks nice. I like it, and I'm excited to try it.
Look at all this empty space.
They lied to us. It's not 10 minutes. It's a fucking walk on. We're right in the station now. There's like 5 people ahead of us. It's ridiculous.
Best opening day ever.
That was really, really good. I really like it. I was really surprised by that one.
It was so janky and rough, but in a really good, fun way, like a Minecart Madness should be. Yeah, I think that surprised me.
It surprised me because I've seen the concept art for that, just for that gimmick, that jump on the track, a while ago. And what I expect was like something indoor that you had no idea how it's done. When I saw how it is, like you can see going behind us right now, you can see how it's done, you can see from the outside. So I thought this is not gonna be good enough because they already gave us the spoiler of what happened and how it's done. But there's a lot more than this thing only. There's a lot of indoor sections as well. It goes indoors, outside, it's crazy. There's like all these feelings of like going off the track, on the track again. And I think it's really well done. I think this is not the best part of the ride that you can see from outside the coaster. And it surprised me a lot. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, one of my favorite attractions here, I think.
They have other rides on the Nintendo area as well. We're skipping them for now because we've done clone of them, like we were saying. There is the Mario Kart, which is the one with the VR. We've done that in California. It's good, but it's not that amazing that I'm rushing to go back. If we have the chance, we'll do it. But we're gonna prioritize everything else that is unique from this park for now. It smells amazing. We decided to try this, which is right by the Donkey Kong coaster. And I don't know, it sounds quite interesting. So it's like a float of banana ice cream and pineapple and popcorn and salted caramel. I don't know, it's a lot. It smells amazing. Oh, and with a waffle cone.
Ooh, and a spoon.
It's interesting.
That's alright.
So this one costed about $13. You can get another one that comes with a souvenir cup that is about $20.
It's actually really good.
It's open. It's open. We just find out that the Harry Potter ride is back open. I can't believe it. That's incredible.
That will make our day.
I'm really looking forward to do the Harry Potter ride.
It's already on a 3-hour queue.
Well, we have the Fast Pass, so.
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter features a 1920s Paris setting from the Fantastic Beasts series, along with the British version of the Ministry of Magic. Battle of the Ministry gains the biggest queues in the park as they are running at reduced capacity due to how advanced the ride system is. The ride is a next generation version of Spider-Man at Islands of Adventures, but on a much larger scale and with seating configurations that look similar to Terror of Terror at Disney World Resort. Taking this concept, the ride vehicle can now travel vertically, adding new sensations to the ride. Earlier, we were so far ahead in the queue, we were only about 15 minutes from boarding when we were evacuated for technical reasons. Luckily, when the ride opened, it stayed up for the remainder of the day. Back in the streets of Paris, the highlight is a show based on the second entry in the Fantastic Beasts series, where you enter the circus that played a part in the film.
Holy shit, that is insane!
So that's the epic we've been missing all day, I think. Not once have I felt anything was epic today. That I did.
Everything we've done here so far is really good, but nothing was that impressive as like some of the rides in Universal parks that you go and you're just amazed. This was 100% worth it. Staying 6 hours in a queue earlier. That's why we were saying this morning that we didn't care about anything else. We were coming here, we were gonna wait as long as it takes, and it was worth it. We got in with the Fast Pass. It was about like 20 minutes, it wasn't that bad. And then they let us get a free ride because we got married, so turns out the married life is really good.
That was incredibly nice of them. The ride did break down while we were on it, so there was one scene where it paused us and held us there for a few minutes.
On the first time?
So that might have helped us get the re-ride, and the staff are just absolutely lovely. The staff are brilliant here all day. They really are. You can see how excited and how passionate they are. First time we rode was someone who did the lift hills and some of the lift motors on the ride, and you could see how proud he was, and he was riding it with people, seeing their reaction. I can imagine what an experience that would have been.
This whole area is so cool. It's the first time they were actually walking around the Harry Potter area. As always, amazing. It's also immersive and it's so cool, so much to look at. There is a show here as well that we really want to watch, and there is another one in How to Train Your Dragon as well. So we're gonna try to watch both. I think the show was really good. I really like it. Did you?
Yeah,
enjoy
I
it?
really liked it. I felt like there's the pre-show, and that was phenomenal. I thought really set up the mood, really made you excited, like you're going to go in and see a show. Then it started the show, and it was designed to be like you are actually watching a circus show. There was a part where someone was just blowing bubbles for like a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It was kind of a bit odd. Then it went inside what's inside Newt's suitcase. And I think that was when it really elevated and got really cool, when it was showing all the beasts.
So this area is based on Fantastic Beasts, and one thing that I found really cool with the show is because it's actually about the story of the movie. So the main ride is more about like Harry Potter than actually Fantastic Beasts, and it's fine, it's an amazing ride, but I think it's cool that it's actually a different land with a different theme and not mainly focused on Harry Potter, although the main ride is. So it's so cool to see that they have a show that is focused on the story of the movies of Fantastic Beasts. And if you haven't watched it, Newt has this suit that is filled with all these beasts, and then he opens the suitcase, he goes inside. If there was one scene of the movie that I would like to see in a park, is inside the suitcase, because it's so cool, and that's what they did with the show. I was not expecting to be like that. I was expecting to be more of like just a show, like if you were in a circus with some beasts on the circus, but I love what they did, and they have some really cool effects of magic on the pre-show. I think it was very impressive and a lot better than I was expecting. They have a lot of shows throughout the day, so don't miss it. It's very worth doing. Now we're gonna go to the last area that we haven't been yet, which is How to Train Your Dragon.
This is probably the area that I'm least looking forward to, and I'm not saying that because I'm expecting it to be bad. but I know I've never watched the films, and so I don't have a connection to this portal that we're about to go through.
I've watched the films, but I just don't care about them. I'm intrigued to see. It's just exciting going to a new area because they do have a show there as well. We want to guarantee to go on the show before they stop. So the park is open until 10, but the shows stop a lot earlier than the park close. The Harry Potter one stopped earlier. The last one is at 6 something, and the last one for How to Train Your Dragon is at 7 something today.
The last portal we visited was the Isle of Berk, themed to the How to Train Your Dragon film series. This area features an Intamin family launch coaster called Hiccups Wing Gliders, as well as a kids play area, show, a splash battle called Fire Drill, and a Gerstlauer Skyfly flat ride.
This area looks really good. They have this play area here. It looks so cool. I really like this area. The entrance to the play area is amazing. Everything looks so colorful and really well done. I think I am impressed with this area more than some of the others, maybe because I wasn't expecting to be anything special, but I think it's really, really well done.
Yeah, I think it's a really well done area. The only thing that I wish is that they could improve the sight lines, because you've got Stardust Racers going around the background of us, and it kind of breaks the immersion of Isle of Berk. But outside of that, yeah, it's a really, really well done area.
Thank you.
What's like the average you've seen?
This is a bit torture on a hot, busy day. It is fully open in here. This queue is, it's scaring me. I'm just happy that it's 5 minutes as a walk.
Yeah, it's weird seeing the whole queue outside. Usually the queues here are indoors, or at least most part of them, with aircon, which is really good. I'm really impressed by this coaster. That's what I expected a family coaster from this park to be, and I think that's why I was a little bit disappointed by the Monsters one, because this is amazing. The coaster is so much better. The coaster experience is really good. It is for families, but it's still really good, really enjoyable. And the animatronics, the story on the ride, everything that you go through is really, really cool. I love that.
It felt to me like it was the story of trying to introduce like a younger theme park goer to launches and a launch coaster, and it was almost like getting you ready for the launch and off you go. And I think it was incredibly clever with the onboard audio. I felt like the whole setting was around, like the ride was themed, and that was what made it as well. And the story was fantastic. I think that was brilliant. I think that's a surprise hit for me today.
This whole area with the coaster, they are very good surprise. They have a splash battle here as well. We're not doing the splash battle here today. It's meant to be quite wet. Looks really cool as well. It's a splash battle. They're kind of all the same, but looks good. Another ride that they have in this area that is also a ride that we see in many other parks is the Gerstlauer Skyflies. But what is really cool about this park, they have 2 of them to increase the capacity, and it's good because of the capacity, but it also looks really cool. So it's really cool seeing both of them side by side going at the same time. It is impressive that there's not many people in the park, like we said. Everything is a walk-on. Oh, that's cool. So everything is a walk-on, but they are still running everything full capacity. So they are running both of them, even though there's no queue for it. And same with all the coasters, everything was like on 3 trains, even though the trains were empty. So they're doing a pretty good job with operations here. They have some meet and greets through the park. So here in this area they have one here. We are going out to watch the show.
It's cancelled, technical difficulty, so they cancelled the show.
That's a shame, I really wanted to watch that. After seeing the Magic Beast show, I was really intrigued on this one because I thought that one was really good. So they have water refillers throughout the park, but here they have the Coca-Cola freestyle machines that you can buy a cup to refill them. But they have water there as well, and you can get it with your own bottle, which is really good because then it's really cold water, really good on this very hot days here in Florida. We just got this now. That is like mac and cheese on a cone.
I'm looking quite forward to this. I've heard some good things about this.
Looks really good.
So it's got like little fish things on top.
It's interesting. It's good. Different. But good. We've been doing some rides. We started with the How to Train Your Dragon coaster just because it's such a good family coaster. We want to ride that. And again, everything is a walk-on, so it's easy getting re-rides when everything's a walk-on.
So we went and did a load of rides on Stardust Racers, and we left our bags in the lockers so we could just keep running around and going on and on again. Because it's a walk-on, it made a lot of sense to do it that way, but they don't let you sit in your seats, so you do have to go around, and that's the longest part of getting a re-ride on the coaster.
It's because they have a different load and unload area, but the staff here has been so good. They've been trying to help with getting re-rides, like we were saying on Monster, they just open a path to make it quicker for us to come back on the ride. So it's been a really good day. We are now gonna go back to the Nintendo area. We are gonna do the Mario Kart because, like we said, we're not gonna prioritize that, but since we have the chance, we wanna ride it here as well. They have this big carousel here in the entrance. The building is quite iconic. It's really cool to look at.
Occasionally they have these fountain shows, and it's the same company that made the Bellagio fountains that we just saw in Vegas. When we got married, if we haven't mentioned that yet.
Ah, yes.
Here it goes.
And also the one in Efteling, which is one of the parks that we take people on tours and coaster breaks. So it's quite cool seeing like another park having show from the same company as well. So they are turning the lights on all the rides. The last rides that we were doing in Stardust Racers were with the light on. So it's still pretty light. It's not dark yet, but it was really cool seeing the whole thing all lit up. And I cannot wait for the night rides. I think it's gonna be really cool doing night rides on Stardust Racers. And we want to go back to the Monsters area at night as well. There's a lot of interactive stuff to do here in the Nintendo area. Some of them you can just do like Marcus was doing with his head, but some of them they are activated by a bracelet that you can buy it on the shop. People will queue for those stuff to interact with the scenario. If you're into that, it's quite cool.
I just don't like Mario Kart. It's an augmented reality ride on a go-kart that follows the track, and there's screens, set pieces, but a lot of it happens with augmented reality, which is where you have a clear glass, but you can see things happening in the real time. So you can see like other Mario Karts, like Mario and Peach and everyone got with their karts doing their thing. But you see all this stuff flying towards you. Now my problem is it becomes so disorientating and it makes me feel ill and you can't really see what's going on. And I feel like the technology is not there yet. I feel like you are about 10-15 years away from making that technology able to work in a ride system, and as such I kind of prefer the ride if I could just not play it and just sit and enjoy it.
I think the ride is really good, and I think it's cool having such a different type of ride. To me, the only problem is the glasses. They are really small. They come about here. You have a vision in the middle of everything that is the glasses, and then the sides you see without the glasses. So that's the part that I think that becomes a little bit disorientating. If you could have the glasses a little bit wider, I think it would be perfect. I think you can have the ride without the glasses and it would be an amazing ride because there's so many set pieces and cool screens that the ride by itself is really good. But I do prefer augmented reality. Only wish they could fix that with bigger glasses. We're gonna do Minecart matches again. It's starting to get dark now. I had the feeling that this could be quite cool, getting dark, because it's like the cool aspect of this is not really seeing where you're going. That's why my favorite parts are the indoor parts. So I've seen now from outside when it's like a little bit darker and it looks really good. So I'm looking forward to do this again. This was one of the highlights of like surprises of this park for me. It was so good. I love that coaster. I think that's really, really, really good. There is another ride on the Nintendo area that we haven't done, the Yoshi's Adventure ride. We're not a massive fans of Nintendo. It's just like you're going around and seeing stuff in the area. But if you're a fan of Nintendo, there's that option as well. But don't miss on Donkey Kong. It's kind of like a separate area of Nintendo as well, although it's the same area. It's kind of this area in the back. And I like the area as well. At night it looks incredible. This place is so pretty at night with all these lights and the hotel in the background as well. The portals, the main carousel in the entrance. Really, really cool. Now we're going to Dark Universe again, and I cannot wait to see that at night. If that castle during the day was probably the most impressive thing that I've seen in this park, at night I cannot wait. This portal is ridiculous now at night. Oh my god, that castle is the most amazing thing ever now. With the lights on, it's just so amazing.
The Burning Blade Tavern just sets the windmill on fire every so often.
That's the bar here in the area of the Dark Universe.
It was really, really cool. It looked amazing. It was honest, we walked into the area.
We just finished our night now with Reride on Stardust Racers. It's so good at night. This coaster looks phenomenal. The whole track is not lit up, and then you see the train passing by and dwelling as well. It looks amazing and it rides so good. That was a massive surprise for me in this park, how good this is.
I think Stardust Racers definitely has got in my top list. Where, I do not know, but it is definitely in there. I have it ranked a lot higher than Velocicoaster, Islands of Adventure.
A lot higher. It's definitely one of the best coasters in Universal parks. Now the park is closed and we're just going back to the Harry Potter area so we can just take a look at night how it is. We have seen the area of To Train Your Dragon from the top of the coaster and looks really good as well. This whole park looks amazing. I like the way in the entrance of the Harry Potter ride, there's no mention to the Harry Potter ride, like the name of the ride, except for a plaque. But on the actual building there is not, and I think that's really cool because it keeps the immersion of being an actual building on the story and not just an entrance of a ride.
One thing that's really cool, the staff have been so involved on everything, and we've just left Harry Potter and they've just been out there getting a group photo, and you've been seeing staff taking group photos outside their retrospective area all day. It just shows how proud they are. I think the staff of this park have been phenomenal today.
Everyone here has been incredibly friendly. They are amazing. They are so excited, helping us get into the mood and get into the spirit of the area that they're working with. I really like this stuff in this park. They are very good.
That was our day at Epic Universe. It's our first ever visit. It's opening day. Overall, I've really enjoyed my day. I don't think it's the best park in Orlando still. I still prefer Islands of Adventure. I'm not saying that this is a bad park, I'm saying it's a very good park, but I feel like it's got a lot to grow and move forwards from. A lot of areas feels unfinished, and there's lots of things that just need touching up. It reminds me of Fantasialand, which I believe is a better park than Epic Universe. And I believe it is a better park because they are constantly looking at ways to improve. they're finding, oh, we can add this in, we can add that, we can add some more theming into this ride or more theming into that ride. And that's what Epic Universe desperately needs over the next 5 years, is to see certain areas and add more stuff to that area to make it really grow and come alive. The ride's been brilliant. I've loved Monsters, I loved Ministry. Stardust was absolutely brilliant. And so I've had a fantastic day and I love the park, but I would still pick Islands of Adventure as my favourite park in Florida.
I'm not sure how I stand about that. I feel probably yes, but it's really good seeing a new park like this coming to Orlando. It's very interesting what they did with the portals. It's kind of like an easy way to separate areas that has nothing to do with each other. And I don't say that necessarily in a bad thing. I think it's very clever, the idea of the portals, but it's kind of like they have this story that you're going through portals to different worlds. So it's almost like they didn't try really hard to hide one from another. Maybe because there is this story that yes, there are worlds entirely different next to the other because of the portals. But you see some of the parks, like Disney does this really well, and then you have one area next to another that they have nothing to do with each other, but you cannot see the elements that would break the immersion from the area that you are in the moment. And from here, you constantly see some elements from other areas. It didn't really bother me. I feel like it's a different concept of park, and it is very clever having the portals. The portals do look really nice. It's just different. And yeah, I feel like they can grow more, like Marco said, and I would love to see how this park keeps growing because it does have a lot of potential. Besides all the rides that Marcos mentioned, they were amazing. I would say that some very good surprises on this park were Donkey Kong and the How to Train Your Dragon coaster, because I was not expecting to like them so much and I did. And also the Harry Potter show, that was a highlight for me as well. So I think the park has some really good attractions. We arrived here before 6. It's 10 p.m. now, and I would still enjoy more time in the park if I could. I would love to re-ride more stuff. I really enjoyed my day here. As an opening day experience, I was dying to come here on opening day and see the park on opening day. It was amazing because it was so quiet. We managed to do everything multiple times, so it was really good. But I didn't thought it had like anything special except for that. They had the fireworks in the beginning of the day, but we barely saw them because we were already queuing inside by one of the portals. We could see them kind of from a distance, but it didn't feel like a very special ceremony for an opening day. But it's still good. I think I'm still really happy coming here today because the way this park was quiet and how much we enjoy it and how many rides we managed to do. Everything was open. So we did have a problem with Minister in the beginning of the day, but they handled this perfect. I think they did have some problems today, but the staff managed to handle everything really, really well. I think sometimes having problems and dealing with them in a very good way, it's even better to create these good memories and a good view of the park than not having problems at all, because it's really good seeing how they are handling these problems and how they're able to do this. It's opening day, it's still very early. Minister is a very advanced ride. We can see why they would have problems keeping that open. And I would take that. I would take that 6-hour wait just to go on something like that. I would prefer to have the experience to riding something that good and that advanced, even with like all the wait, and they handled it so well. Like we get the fast pass to come back, they even let us re-ride as well. So it doesn't even bother me, all the wait and everything, because it was worth it. So I'm really glad we came here today.
The one thing Universal did brilliant today, they capped the numbers on how many people came in. When we did see it was sold out, we were expecting hour queues for everything. And having it such short numbers, it really helped the staff, I think, and it just made everything move so well.
Unlike the other two parks, the Universal Studios and Island of Adventure, Epic Universe is in a different area. I really like how you leave the other two parks in City Walk, and then even after they're in the park, you can still walk around City Walk, maybe get something to eat, stop in a bar. On Epic Universe, it's kind of separated from everything. It's kind of weird not having City Walk in the end of the day. This is so cool. We were leaving now and they were giving this. Oh, it's like a commemorative ticket for opening day. Okay, so I was just saying how it didn't feel like it was opening day for anything. That's a really cool touch. I think that's a very good memory. I love saving tickets or park maps or things that make me remember of the day that I've been in the park. Being here on opening day is quite special, and having this as a souvenir is a really cool thing.
This is well done Universal. Sometimes it's just the little touches that just makes everything elevated so much more. Something like this.